Ladies and gentlemen, one thing that has happened on social media over the past few years is the Black voice has definitely got stronger. It is stronger as far as pushing our issues out to the forefront. It's definitely made a huge difference in the police killings and a multitude of things that have been going on in the community. So when you think it's not making a difference, it's making a huge difference, not only here in the US, but worldwide. It was many of us that jumped on social media after the killing of George Floyd. And you see how that has taken off worldwide. And there's not just a backlash when it comes down to policing in America. That backlash is showing up worldwide. A lot of people are fed up with policing. And Black Twitter and Black YouTube and Black Facebook has played a huge role in that. Instagram, all of the social media platforms that we are raising our voices on. I'm going to go ahead and play this audio for you. All right, so this is from Black Planet to Twitter. Okay. See if I can get it to play.
Price effects. Actionable pricing in.
All right. Of course, there's always the commercial, y'all. What's new, right?
Pricing solution. See results fast. Learn more at priceeffects.com. Hey, it's Molly. I know it's hard to keep up with what's happening right now in this economy. So Kai Risdall and I just launched a new 10-minute daily Make Me Smart podcast to help today make sense. It comes out around the end of the news day, about 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and you should subscribe. Get the Make Me Smart podcast feed wherever you get your podcasts. From Black Planet to Black Twitter, the evolution of Black voices on social media. From American Public Media, this is Marketplace Tech. I'm Molly Wood. Black users have created trends and memes and viral movements and agitated for change for years on social media. Think April Rain and Oscar So White. Even the Black Lives Matter movement itself, which was born in a Facebook post by an Oakland activist and took life on Twitter. Now, as protests over police brutality and systemic racism continue, social media is a tool for organizing, amplifying, arguing. Yes, it can also often be a racist dumpster fire, but experts say that a big, messy public square might actually be the best place to create lasting political change. Omar Wasso was one of the founders of the social media site Black Planet, an early place for Black expression online. As it happens, he is now a professor at Princeton studying race and protest.
What we've seen since the rise of sites like Facebook and Twitter is the emergence of other sites of Black expression. And in particular, Black Twitter, I think, has become a real engine of articulating Black concerns and a kind of forum where there's a live debate going on around the clock. Something like Black Lives Matter as an example of an idea emerging on Twitter, championed by activists and organizers to become a national and international movement. And I think Twitter is, where most of that highly political conversation and action is happening.
Where isn't it happening? We've heard for years that Facebook often takes down posts by Black users talking about racism because the algorithm flags it as hate speech.
I'm not aware of Facebook having any particular anti-Black algorithms, but I do find the algorithms that emphasize discussion among, your friend of a friend network are going to have significant racial implications. White people are mostly going to be talking to white people. Black people are mostly going to be talking to their friends. And it makes it harder to have a community-wide conversation where white people can hear what Black people are saying, where Black people can, converge behind a hashtag who might not know each other, but have common interests. Facebook is really much more a set of private conversations, and those private conversations trends don't lend themselves to the kind of collective action that can turn into protests and have real political consequences.
You've said that you want to see a more fragmented, sort of multipolar internet. Tell me about that idea and whether the protests and, like you said, this sort of engine of collective action has changed that thinking at all.
Part of what was really exciting in the early days of social media was, this kind of thousand flowers blooming sort of experience. There was Plan It Out for the LGBTQ community and variety. Facebook has homogenized the internet. You don't have to know anything about HTML for formatting a web page. One of the challenges is that you want to be able to have tools that allow you to moderate and have a kind of a broad conversation, but sometimes you want to have a conversation, a within group conversation, right? And, on something like Plan It Out, you might have had a different kind of conversation than it is on Facebook. And, we may move towards something that's less consolidated, but the trend seems to be increasingly there are one or two dominant players in every aspect of the web. And I think something is lost in that.
Omar Wasso was a founder of the social media site Black Planet. He now studies race and protest at Princeton.
Okay. Well, I don't agree with him on the algorithms because that has already been something that is proven that, Black people on social media are flagged far more than anyone else. And, and it's also proven over on Facebook. And by the way, Facebook is losing a lot of advertisers. They don't want their ads on Facebook with all the racism going on. Social media platforms better be careful, because that can be the next reason why ads are getting pulled is racism, especially if you have racist practices and you're trying to roll along and ignore these things and not correct it. That can, ultimately be a big problem on many of these platforms, not just Facebook. Facebook is just going through it now. But, Zuckerberg is stupid. If he would have played his cards right, none of that would have been happening on there. Facebook got a lot of problems, and that's the reason why I don't even want to be over there. I left Facebook 2 years ago, and I never look back. I never try to go out there. Every now and then I will get people that will send me something that's out on Facebook, and we'll go out there and look. I'm not going out there and look. I'm sorry. You're going to have to find another way to send it to me because I absolutely refuse to go on Facebook. I refuse. But our voices are making a difference, ladies and gentlemen, and we just have to stay on this path for real change. And that change is coming to America. This is why you're seeing all the protests in the streets, and people aren't just protesting a week or two and sitting down anymore. Now it's ongoing countrywide. We got too many people now that's not gainfully employed anymore. So you better just get ready for what's to come, America, because this stuff ain't going away now. People got plenty of time to challenge the folks at the top. This is exactly what they don't want, y'all. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.